Hey, what's going on, fellas? How we doing? Matt Antonelli here, answering your questions today. Today's question is, how do I create exposure for myself as a high school player? How do I get colleges to see me play, to know about me? Most of the people that are writing into me, most of the questions I'm getting are from players that say that they're from smaller towns. There's not a lot of colleges around. There's not a lot of opportunities for them to get out and get seen by colleges. And so what do? So I'm going to give you some advice today. It's actually really simple and really effective, and every player should be doing it. Whether you're from a small town, big town, doesn't really matter. If you're a high school player, you need to be doing these few things if you want to play college baseball. Because let's face it, if you want exposure, right? If you want to play college baseball, it's going to take a lot of work, not just on the field as far as getting better, improving your skills, but also you're going to have to put in work off the field with the recruiting process. There's very few players around the country that just step on a field and they're so good that coaches from all over are coming out to their games to watch them, right? That definitely happens. There's definitely players that happens for, but there's far more players that's not going to happen for, right? You're not just going to go step on a field and you're so amazing that everyone's talking, hey, you got to go watch this kid. He's unbelievable, right? And so you're going to have to put in some work. You're going to have to do some research. You're going to have to try to get schools. You're going to have to try to find ways to get in front of schools and hopefully get some schools to come out and watch you. So the way you do that, the beginning of the process, the way you start is by making a recruiting video or a video of yourself playing in either games or, what we do for our players is we create videos where they're basically going through a workout. So if you're a pitcher, we set, really simple. I'll take my iPhone, set up on a tripod I put a screen behind the catcher, put the pitcher on the mound, have my radar gun. You want to have a radar gun in the screen so that the coach doesn't have to guess, right? And there's a lot of players out there to say, oh yeah, coach, I throw 88 and they throw 81 or 78, right? And so put the radar gun there. The radar gun doesn't lie. And just turn the camera on and start shooting. And you can cut the video up however you want and add in, the pitches that you like or the good pitches. You don't have to add in all the pitches, right? But you should have some fastballs, some breaking balls, some change-ups, whatever you throw. Add in a bunch of each. The video shouldn't be super, super long, okay? A couple minutes is all they need to see. If you're an infielder, you're going to put yourself hitting. You're going to put yourself, fielding ground balls, maybe turning some double plays. If you can run, put yourself running a home to first or a 60-yard dash if you have it. If you're an outfielder, same thing, hitting, going after some fly balls, showing your arm off in the outfield. Whatever it is you do well, put that in the video. If you're a catcher, you're going to want some, pops a second. You're going to want some shots of you receiving. You're going to want some blocks and some blocking recovers, maybe throwing down the first base. And so, put the stuff in there that you do well, but, put the stuff in there that at your position that you're going to be asked to do, right? So that they can get a good look at you. You're going to put that in a video. You're going to put, your basic information, your name, your school, your GPA, your SAT score, ACT score. Put in your weight, your height. Put in a reference, someone that the coach can call when they have questions about you, someone that you trust that will give you a good recommendation, but also has some, an ability to be able to look at you and have an idea of where you can play. You want the coach, whoever it is in college, to be able to call them and they should have some type of idea and say, yeah, Florida State's calling. Yeah, coach, absolutely. He has a chance to play for you. I definitely think he's a guy you got to check out. Or, no, coach, he's not going to be able to play for you. Like, this is a D3 guy. This is not a guy that's going to be going to Florida State. Okay? Put that on there. But the most important thing is to put it together and then start sending it out. And you can, we've talked in other videos and get more in depth about making a target list and how to make that target list. But if you're new at it and you just have, your video without going crazy in depth in this video, send it out to everybody, whoever you want, right? Now, when you send it out, understand this. You're going to get a lot of responses back if you're old enough, right? There's a bunch of rules as far as who can communicate with you, when they can communicate with you. But if they're allowed to communicate with you, you're going to get a lot of responses, and you're probably going to get a lot of responses that say, come to my camp, right? Hey Brian, love your video. Come to my camp. So come to our camp on September 15th so we can get a better look at you. That doesn't mean you're getting recruited. Doesn't mean you're not getting recruited, right? But again, now you have the opportunity, the coach knows you, and you have the opportunity you can decide if you want to go to the camp or not. Now, if you're really getting recruited, what the email back is going to probably look like, or the phone call. If you get a phone call, then that's, really good news. But if you get an email back that says, hey, Brian, really like what I saw in this video. I think you're a potential guy that could fit for us. I'd love to see you more. What's your summer schedule looking like? Where are you playing? What tournaments are you in? We'd love to come by and check you out. Hey, give me a call when you get a chance at this number, blah, blah, blah. That's some real interest. Now, that's better than just, come to our camp, okay? And so now you can start to judge what type of response you're getting. Does it seem like they have interest? And, you could be, again, from a little town in nowhere that no one's ever been to, and all of a sudden you're on the map, right? If your skills warranted. And, college coaches are really good. They see tons of video. They see tons of players. They can tell from looking at a video if you've got a shot or not. They're not going to just recruit you off the video. They're not going to give you a scholarship off the video. They're not going to offer you a roster spot off the video. But the video is used as an introduction and as a way for the coach to say, you know what? I got to get out and see this kid. Or, you know what? This kid's terrible. I'm not going to go watch him, right? But at least you're trying. At least you're doing something to put yourself out there so that they'll hopefully like you. Your skills at the end, your skills and your ability is what's going to dictate whether they watch you or not, or recruit you or not. And maybe you don't have the skills. Well, that's fine. At least you know that you did everything you could and you put the video out there, and you tried. But if you are a good player, everyone that emails me always says, I'm a great player. I'm just from a small town. Well, we'll find out when you send that video out, how good you really are. And, is it foolproof? Is every player that's good enough to play that sends a video get recruited? Probably not. But you're not, at least you're giving yourself a chance again. So hopefully this makes sense to you guys, but you got to start with a video. I hear so many people say, I just can't get recruited because there's no college coaches around. Like, that's just an excuse. Like, there's tons of good players from small places that get found. Okay, so if they're not coming to you, you got to go to them. You got to find a way to get in front of them. And the first way is sending an email, and then you can go from there. Or, sending a video and an email. Okay. So I think that covers everything. I guess I probably should say, once you get the video, the easiest way to do it and how we do it is we just upload the video to YouTube. Then you take the link in YouTube, you open up your email, you find the coach's information, you write the email, dear Coach Brown, I'm really interested in your school for blah, blah, blah reasons. Give them all the information about you. This is where I play. This is my position. This is where I play in summer ball. These are my coaches. I've included a video below of, skills video of blah, 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 whatever. I'd love to hear your feedback. Please let me know what I can do to get in front of you. And if you have any interest, word it however you want. Put that in an email, got the video link in there, boom, shoot it to them. Shoot it to everybody, Hopefully you have a list. If you don't be afraid to just send it out there. So pretty simple, pretty basic, but it works. Okay, so again, let me know if you have any questions. Comment in the section below if you're not done so already. Subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, share with all your friends. I really appreciate that. Check out our Instagram, Antonelli Baseball, and our Twitter feed, Antonelli9. We're posting videos all the time for you guys. Check out the description box below where I put a bunch of links to books and training tools we've used with our players that I think you guys will enjoy. Check out our website, AntonelliBaseball.com, where you can find out more info on how to play with our teams and also work with us. And that's all I got, fellas. Thank you again for watching. I hope this helped you out, and we'll talk to you later.